Yeah, bro. We are
This is
live.
a real air horn, bro.
Dude,
That's
if I had a real one, I think I would waste it right away.
fair.
Isn't it compressed air?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Dalton?
What's up, my man?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome
Second
back.
or third time? I think it's the second time.
This is
Right?
your third time.
It is the third time.
You actually did something special on this show. Do you remember?
I did something special. Was it the 420 podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pretty much the only person I've ever smoked with on the podcast.
Dude, nice.
So I don't really smoke with people on the podcast. I don't know. I just don't really feel the need to.
Okay.
I don't have a connection with weed like I do with my homie over here.
Yes, bro. Yes.
So we have a pretty big appreciation for weed. That's why we always smoking. We're always smoking and drinking. Look up some Black Jesus memes. Look up some Black Jesus memes.
Bro, I need to get up on that show. Since the last time you told me about it, I need to get up on that show.
I think it only made it up to season 2. That's it.
It got canceled, right?
Yeah. What's his name? Fucking Coolio. He
Coolio.
was on the show. Coolio was on the show. Fucking, I'll wait for that one. Let's give it a second. We'll bring that. But yeah, Coolio was on the show. Like, check it out. Yeah. What would Black Jesus do? You letting the fans see this? The fans are seeing this.
Bro, like the Family Guy, Black Jesus. That's amazing.
Oh man, that show is funny though. I can't believe they actually have that.
Korean Jesus, yes.
Dude, look at that. Oh damn. But yeah, no joking aside, dude. How do you feel about our Lord and Savior?
Lord and Savior. Well, it's not our Lord and Savior, bro. There's something more out there. There's something more.
Way more than just what is told, right?
Yeah, because, like, everything is man-made. It's all a man-made God, you know? Like, it all came from a human being.
Yeah.
There's no, like, real person who's actually met a deity or a God or anything like that.
But then how can you not say that there's those people that have said, like, I've seen God or I met God?
Maybe in a vision, you've seen what you perceive as God. And it could be, like, the real thing, but it doesn't know how to explain itself to us because we don't understand what God actually is. I feel like it's a higher being that's, like, sentient and, like, has created worlds upon worlds, and we're just one of the many.
I see. I can see that. I can totally see that after that blunt. But
One talks, bro.
but I get it though, because if you start going into the whole multi-universe thing, even just in human, like us talking about numbers and shit,
The relativity and the laws of probability, yes.
infinity and all that shit, man. There's so much out there, like we can't even comprehend any of it. Too much for me to handle. I mean,
Too much for us to handle, I feel that.
I like to listen to smart people talk, and maybe I can repeat it once in a while, but
Sounds smart every so often.
yeah, but I'm not trying to like solve all the world's problems or anything.
Yeah, dude. One man, bro. One man is difficult.
One blunt at a time.
One day at a time with one blunt.
Hell yeah. Dude, fucking, it needs to get fucking federalized already. Right?
Dude, don't even talk to me about that, bro. Don't even talk to me about that. Like, do you see how well Oregon is doing right now?
They're doing good.
Yeah, dude, they're doing super good. They have so much weed that now they released laws so that they can sell to other states, like California, Colorado.
So yeah, so they can distribute it.
Yes, because they have just so much surplus.
How is Oregon fucking doing so good on the weed thing?
Perfect
Climate?
area, yeah, dude. Perfect climate. And then you can grow almost year-round, plenty of rain. Oh,
I don't know, man. That's crazy. I mean, just the whole science of pretty much it being able to grow anywhere blows me away in itself.
I agree.
So no matter what, even if you wanted this kind of strain or that kind of strain, even if you grew it in this area, it would be totally different than growing it in this area.
Another area, yes. It's a different plant at that point. Yes, bro.
It's totally crazy, dude. Like, how is that not another like sort of science that we're trying to discover and trying to really figure out?
Botany. That's what I want to do. Botany is great.
And the actual, like, I wonder if there is a bunch of categories inside of botany, like, where they're just like, oh, I just study nothing but the Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
Or, oh, I just study nothing but house plants or something like that, you know?
Yes.
Where is the whole study of marijuana plants?
We need those scientists, bro. We need those scientists.
I mean, there are certain studies that are already out, but there's nothing that
But it all has to be government regulated.
Yeah, compared to what is already.
You and me couldn't try to get a grant from UNM and then try to study marijuana for whatever purpose. We couldn't do that.
Right.
It has to be all government listed and stuff.
What would be some kind of testing that we can do with weed?
Is driving on weed dangerous? Does it impair your driving?
Okay, so how would we go about this though?
Testing, you would have 3 different people. You would have
We'd have to have way more than 3.
No, not people, groups. Excuse me.
Okay.
3 separate groups. You'll have your regular sober people who will not be distracted by anything. You'll have your marijuana smokers who you'll have them toke before they drive in a created course, of course. And then somebody who drinks or has something in the course and is impaired by something else. And then you bring all your statistics from each one.
See what happens.
Yeah, who was more distracted, and is marijuana as distracting as texting on your phone or eating or reading a book or any of the stupid things you see people doing.
Do you think that this testing would have to be done over a long period of time? You probably have to do it for over years or just 1 year?
See, I feel like you could get enough raw data if you did it from a month or 2.
Just
I feel like, yeah. Because what was it? The prison experiment. And which college was it? Where they had students act as prisoners and students act as prisoner guards.
Oh yeah.
Stanford prison. Look that up, Angel. Please get me on that. But the Stanford prison experiment or something like that. They only planned to do it for a month,
and they couldn't even handle it.
Yeah, and then after that, they were like, "Bro, we're getting so much data and so much things on the human mind. We can go further. Let's let this go on longer." So they just let the kids go on for a month or 2 months, something crazy. Stanford prison experiment, yes. Present? Present?
Like going to jail, prison.
Yes, prison.
Like La Pinta, bro.
Exactly, La Pinta, brother. Blood in, blood out.
There's some pictures of it. So yeah, these kids took the role too seriously.
Yes, dude.
And what else happened? They took the role too seriously, and yet it was just out of control.
Yeah. It was the human body looking for control over anything that it can control. It was how naturalistic, or you know what I mean? Primal we are.
Seeing people with dominant power taking
You give somebody a little bit of power over somebody who has no power and seeing what they do. And these kids went to an extreme extent. And that's what they started studying after, because they changed what they were studying when they started it.
Look up the year when this was done, Angel.
Oh God, it was in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just click on all. Just click on all, because you're in Google Images at the moment. There you go. He's a thinker. 71.
August. Damn, that's actually just passed. The anniversary just passed.
Yeah. How long did it go on for?
What does it say on the side? Social psychology experiments between the prisoners. Oh, August 14th to October 20th. Thank you, Angel.
There's no way it only went on for 2 weeks, because that says it went on from the 14th to the 20th.
Yeah, the 14th to the 20th.
Damn, dude, I thought it was much longer than that. I thought they let these kids really tear into each other.
What, for half a month?
Yeah, dude, I honestly thought that they went a month long.
I don't know if is it just because of the style of this experiment that people went kind of this power hungry trip?
Well, that's what they were. That's one of their theses is if you give somebody power, what do they do with power over somebody? And they started seeing how mean people could get, because they told the kids that were guards, they're like, you can be as mean as you want, they're in your power, and they would make these other prisoners just do workouts for hours. They wouldn't let them eat. They wouldn't let them sleep. They would wake them up and then let them go back to sleep and then wake them up, and they were doing crazy stuff to the kids, dude.
It's ridiculous.
Just for fun. And the professor that was watching the experiment was just like, Jesus Christ, how mean can these kids get?
I guess that's just like you said, human nature, I guess.
It's primal, man. It's primal. We're all animals. We think we're not, just because we know how to fucking use a phone and drive a car and do shit that animals can't. But nah, dude, we're still animals.
In what sense, though, do you think it would be where is the borderline of where humanity would find common ground and peace. That sounds like if you were to let people do whatever they wanted, then we would still have a pretty bad anarchy situation where people try to dominate over others, create this like social stigma.
Yes,
like,
there'd
like
be
power
different
and shit.
societies. Yeah, you would have different structures of society at that point if it was just no governments and free will. Anybody gets to do what they want.
No peace. You don't think that could ever happen?
Honestly, dude, no, it can't. Because there's always somebody who wants to control. Whether it's not you or me, there's always going to be one out of a million people who just wants control, who says that, no, I'm running shit. I'm running things. Like, things have to go through me. It's human nature, man. We have to control.
That's so weird.
We have to control.
I don't know. I mean,
Peace is not a real accomplishable thing.
I mean, I'm too much of an optimistic, but...
Because even in nomad days, bro, when there should have been peace, like, these people thought they were the only people on Earth until they ran into different kinds of people. Like, Indian tribes or the Chinese. Like, the Chinese thought they were the only people on Earth. Like, they thought China was it until they discovered India and Russia and Korea and all these places. Like, they thought they were it. So, and they still didn't have peace. China still had civil war. Like, we still fought other tribes. America came over. Everybody fights, man. Everybody has to have control.
That's scary.
It is, dude. It's human nature, man.
That's scary, though. Like, where's the peacefulness in the world? Where are we all just going to be like, hey, bro, pass the blunt. You're being awesome right now.
See, that's another thing, though, man. Like, it couldn't be accomplished unless you had somebody who was, like, taking out the bad. So there has to be a equal bad to take out bad. You know what I mean? Like, somebody has to do the greater good and kill the bad people. But there can be peace if the bad people are no longer around. Like, you can't have Hitlers, you can't have Mussolinis, Stalins around.
So there'll always be the influence.
Gaddafis, yes. There's always going to be these people.
Influence of bad people. They're like, even if they're in short numbers,
yes,
they eventually influence more bad people.
Yes. It's a cancer. No matter what, that cancer can take over. It's like we were talking with probability, yin and yang, man. With good, there has to be bad. You can't have all good.
Yeah.
Because then life wouldn't be life, you know?
Yeah, that's the craziest, that's the best thing I've ever, like, started learning and stuff, is just, like, everything is pretty much balanced. Like,
it has to be.
I don't care how,
you
like,
look at it,
good-sided or whatever. I mean, in the end, it always has to be, like, a balanced thing. To achieve enlightenment, like, to achieve really good enlightenment.
It always comes out at zero. There's never too much, too little. It always comes out at zero at the end, man. It's perfect. Life is all numbers, man.
That's tripping itself, too. Even if we just go down to, like, zeros and ones, just that's it.
It breaks down everything.
I mean, I don't. That's too in
depth for the podcast.
Well, too for me to think about right now, because like, think about it like this way. So right now, if we start taking out a bunch of whatever that makes us together, like we already start taking out a bunch of basic
4%
elements.
chloride or chlorine, element,
whatever,
metal,
and then in between those are still. How are those broken apart? Because those are elements that are made...
Percentage off of this element.
Yeah, because you still have to make metal, a certain kind of metal, whatever, aluminum with a certain amount of protons, a certain amount of neutrons, and a certain amount of electrons. All those mixed together make this form. All this together makes this form.
Aluminum 7, aluminum 10.
So that's what's so weird to think about is like, in the broad sense of everything, it's just a bare minimum of just... pretty much basic matter. So there's nothing different than this phone.
No. Matter cannot disappear.
Than me. Like that blows me away in itself too. Like it's just why the fuck is it arranged that way and I'm arranged this way? And how come I can't change the way that it's arranged?
To change matter itself.
Yeah.
That would be too much power.
How is that too much power?
To change matter itself. That's turning water into wine. That's turning $1 bill into $100.
Isn't that where we would find peace?
Dude, that's too much power. If you give one person...
Where are you going with this power?
No, dude. Like, if you could just create anything you want out of anything, that's raw material. Everything's raw material. You can create everything. That means you're going to be the only person in power. After so long, power corrupts.
Okay, what if everybody can do it?
If everybody could do it, then you're going to have societies based off of it. Everybody's the same like we are now. If you give everybody the same superpower, wouldn't we all be the same still?
Yes, but there would be like more of the likelihood of like enlightenment, like easier things are being accomplished. You can do things without having to worry.
Okay, but without poverty and hunger, you're still gonna have a lower class society and an upper class society.
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know though. I wish I knew a little bit more about philosophers that talked about this,
Okay.
so I can actually quote like what they think about utopias and shit like that. Because that's kind of what I'm talking about.
Utopia is impossible though. Every utopia is a dystopian society. Every utopia is a dystopian society. You can look at any book, like what is it, Fahrenheit 451 or 4 whatever.
451.
Yeah. What is it, The Giver?
The guy that, or I don't remember.
He remembers everything throughout real humanity, but everybody is forced to forget everything, and they just work a job that's given to them at birth, and they just are birthed in, like, what is it, tubes? Angel, help me out, man. Help me out, man.
Yeah, it's a book by Ray Bradbury, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
Fahrenheit 451. But yeah, because they get rid of the books, and the giver is the guy that like just.
He remembers everything, and everybody's just dumb to it. Like nobody remembers anything throughout, like the wars, the famine, everything that created human society to be where it's at. Only this one person remembers it.
There was a movie.
Yeah, they just recently made a movie.
An HBO movie. Go to that trailer.
Go to that trailer. Let's watch this.
I can't hear anything though. We can't hear anything.
That's fine.
We still haven't discovered how to hear something yet. But why does this look so like futuristic?
Because that's what it is. That's where all of these societies take place. In a futuristic society that's a dystopian one, man. They burn all the books. They like take literature away from people.
We gotta check out this movie. Michael B. Jordan.
That's the dude from the Avengers, man.
No, it's not.
Not the Avengers. That's Black Panther.
Yeah.
That's the dude who fought him.
Yeah. Wakanda forever, dude.
Wakanda forever.
Do you know Wu-Tang endorses Wakanda forever?
You're kidding me, bro.
Yeah.
That's some old dirty bastard kind of shit.
Well, like, I didn't know, but I guess Rizzo is a film director. Yeah, so he's actually... Have you ever heard of the Luke Cage on Netflix?
Yeah, I've heard of Luke Cage.
He's directed a few of those episodes, and I guess he helped direct something on Black Panther too. So that they Wakanda forever, bro. Wu-Tang endorsed.
Damn, alright.
That's crazy. But this movie kind of looks stupid now. Now it looks dumb. It's like based on the groundbreaking novel. It should have stayed a novel.
I agree.
I'm just kidding. I mean,
Hollywood's running out of ideas.
I mean, they try. I mean, isn't that kind of what those books are supposed to do, though? Give us a depiction of that in our head. So at least this guy's trying to depict that movie.
He's trying to shorten it up from the 8-hour book.
And it's kind of in a sense, we have a thought of what the movie, not the movie, the book is in our brain. So I'm not saying this is exactly what I thought it would be, but I mean, hey, I get it.
Well, he actually is black, though. In the book, he actually is black.
Okay.
That's what you were talking about, you racist.
But I get the book, though. I get it.
I feel it.
But now that they made the movie out of it, it just... Now my depiction of the book is different.
See? I feel.
Because it's like...
Because now you're going to see a little bit of the movie.
In a different way, yeah. Anyways, I'm done with this. Take off grammar links. But yeah, that was ridiculous. Dude, Area 51 memes, they're dying.
They are. Isn't it supposed to happen next month?
Yeah, dude. You think it's still a thing? Think it's gonna happen?
Nah, bro, nobody will do it.
We're just gonna cop out.
Yeah, dude, it was all an internet thing. Nobody's gonna do it.
It was just the phase.
Yeah, it was just a fad, like everything else. Party rocking, shuffling, fad, bro. It was all happening.
So you don't think closer to the date it might come back?
I would think that the memes would come back. But I don't think anybody's going to actually do it because, dude, the FBI will take some people out.
But
I would love to see that.
So there's a bunch of people that are making videos that just go to see what happens.
Have you been seeing all the people getting turned around miles away from it?
Dude,
Dude, it's sketch what happens, bro. They do it up here in the mountains, too. Have you ever Heard about it?
What is it like?
There's a nuclear missile base here in the Sandia Mountains, bro. And if you go into a wrong path, I don't know, it's on the opposite side of the mountain, like over on closer to the north side. If you go anywhere up there, it's pretty weird, dude. Sometimes it only happened to me once. I don't even remember where I was, but 2 people pull up on ATVs, bro, and they get up and they're fully equipped. One of them's got an AR in the back, and they just stand and they're like, "Why are you here?" I'm like, "Man, I was just going up the trail." And they're like, "Nope, turn around. If we see you back here, we will be forced to either use lethal force or we will turn you around ourselves." And you're like, "What?" And they're like, "Turn around right now. Don't come back." Dude, it's scary. It's super scary. Dude, it's crazy, especially in Area 51. That's what they do.
So it's gonna be a lot worse if more people were to show up.
Yeah, I guarantee it's going to be extra, reinforced.
Yeah, a bunch of security.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone's just gonna get a bunch of fines and get fucking pepper sprayed or something stupid.
Tear gassed.
Shot with fucking
Rubber bullets. Yeah.
Physical rubber bullets. It's hilarious.
They all think they're going to get in, bro. Do you think it's a alien base or do you think it's just an Air Force base?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't. I honestly, I feel there are hiding aliens, but I
Okay.
don't think it would be there.
Of course, because, that's where everybody thinks.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the con, bro. That's the pawn.
Yeah.
Feel you, dude. Oh.
Everyone's like, oh shit, there has to be stuff there. And there's probably spread out throughout the whole fucking United States.
Yes.
Or even in other places where we wouldn't even think to go. So I don't see where everything, if anything, is there at that base.
I feel.
But I mean,
it has definitely been involved in some shit, though.
there are some stories, yeah, like
Yeah.
I said, there's been stories for like generations now. Fucking people saying Area 51, they've seen some sketchy shit.
Some lights just coming off and like leaving and shit. Yeah, dude.
This whole thing started because of that guy, fucking, his name was Bob Lazar.
School me.
He put out he put out a documentary on Netflix called
Oh.
Bob Lazar and UFO Secrets or something, but I guess he used to work at Area 51.
Oh.
Or
Okay.
parts of Area 51.
Okay.
But anyways, this is the crazy part about it. He actually worked at Los Alamos National Lab for a while.
Yeah.
And he went to this pretty pristine college or whatever, and they pretty much tried to erase him from the history books, like that he didn't go to that college and that he never worked at this Los Alamos. He never worked at Los Alamos.
Yeah.
But there are people that used to work there that are like, yeah, I remember that guy, and they're showing dated stuff like old phone records and stuff from like when they used to work there.
Okay.
And they're like, why is his name on here? Like, so it's some trippy ass shit. Like, they're literally, what happened is that he went to go work at Area 51, and he was working on alien spacecraft.
Oh, okay.
Anti-gravitational.
Vehicles, yes.
Yeah, well, not really. Like, they had this thing where, like, I guess you could throw it on the floor and it wouldn't land. It would just, like, like hover.
Oh,
Or, like, you could throw something at it and it would, like, kind of
just
not hit it.
Yeah.
It would kind of, like, ricochet off it or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, hit a different, like, magnetics.
Something, and it was anti-gravity. That's what he was
Awesome.
working with. And so he felt that he was, like, going to get killed or whatever by the government or whatever, so he went to show some friends. And they actually stayed up in the mountain area by Area 51, and they saw lights and shit go up in the air. But it was testing stuff. It wasn't UFOs or
Yeah,
anything
of
like
course.
that. It was like military testing stuff. But what he's claiming and what is going on is that we have alien technology that we're trying to still reverse engineer.
Okay.
And he was part of that. That's why he was working on this anti-gravity thing, because they found this thing and they wanted to know what it was, and he was part of trying to find out what it was. And he freaked out. They're like, oh shit, I need to let people know what's going on here, because if not, they're
Okay.
going to kill me. So now he feels that they just ruined his life by trying to say he didn't go to have
Yeah,
these
he
college
never
degrees.
existed.
He's not this professor. He didn't go to Los Alamos. He doesn't have these credentials. And he has a huge amount of debt and shit.
Damn.
Just piles of debt now. So, I mean, I don't know.
Are you sure he's the one who started it, though? Because, like, there's been rumors about Area 51 for a long ass
There's been rumors of Area 51 for a really long time, but he started the whole recent meme thing and everything.
Okay. What brought it all back?
Yeah. And he was on the fucking Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay.
That probably did it. That had to have been what did it. just right after that podcast, and then the documentary hit on Netflix, and boom. Hey, let's go to Area 51, everybody.
Right, Area 51. Okay,
Yeah.
I was wondering how that shit started.
They can't
I
stop
never
us
knew.
all, right? That's so
If we Naruto run,
dude, they would kill us all instantly.
if we Naruto run, dude, those ones were killing me. Hit me with some, bro. I need some, Angel.
Area 51 memes.
Dude, I need some right now.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's so retarded. Like, I don't get where.
Raid Facebook. There you go.
Yeah, see, yeah, and it was an event. There's probably still millions of people. That's the other crazy thing too, though, is that a bunch of
Celebrities.
yeah,
Yes, dude. That's what's
endorsed it.
tripping me. I'm like, what? I feel like it's just the celebrities' marketing team, or like their what is it? Their social media team, who
Yeah.
just post for them, because like none of them really post for themselves. So I feel like it's just those people who endorsed it for like, here, we're gonna get some press. No press is bad press. We're gonna endorse this.
Yeah.
Like Keanu Reeves, bro.
Oh,
Keanu Reeves endorsed it.
Dude, fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who else I see? The Rocks.
The Rock, dude. I
Johnson.
didn't know The
Okay.
Rock.
See, this is the thing too. I didn't know if those are real or not because
Okay.
those are so you can fake Snapchat things
Yeah.
really easily.
Yes.
So I was very skeptical. I was like, is this real or not? What the fuck is going on? So I don't know if they are endorsing it or not. It's pretty
There you go. That's the one I was thinking of. Dude, my guy.
The first waves of Kyle.
Kyle's. Oh, good meme.
Kyles are ridiculous.
New alien. Oh my lord.
Me and the boys leaving leaving Area 51 with new alien. See, like, who knows?
Dude, hit me with the chef one.
Alien,
Gordon Ramsay.
aliens are just weird in itself.
Oh, good shit. Good shit.
I can't handle it, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen that day, man.
Would you do it?
No,
Would you do it?
no.
You wouldn't do it?
There's no reason to do it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it either. I would definitely go to watch people do it, though. Like, grab some binoculars. Straight.
There's a bunch of other things too now. People start up with the stupid memes where they're just like, let's raid White House. They can't stop us all now, or something
Oh
stupid
my
like
lord,
that.
no.
It was so now this is now a style of memeing, like
Okay.
let's raid stuff. Like
New trend, bro. New trend.
it's weird. I don't know. Life is weird, dude.
Dude, life is weird. I feel that. Super weird.
But it was it's crazy to think how it all just like it blew up. Like it just blows up. Like this meme. There was what else was going on at that time? Like right when the Area 51 meme hit, like 2 days later that stupid face swap meme hit. Have you seen that thing where you like
Oh, where people swap faces?
no, where the like you take a picture of yourself and it makes yourself look older?
No.
Okay, that was really trendy for like 2 or 3 days, and then people freaked out because that was actually a app that was made by Russia,
Oh,
and it had a bunch of like agreements saying that like, oh, we can go ahead and look at all this stuff, like actually inside of the terms and agreements and stuff. So that's another stupid thing in itself too, like reading all the terms and agreements of apps that we download. Like, so once a trend starts, like. Again, everyone starts using the face app swap thing,
okay.
and it makes your face look all old. And then you're like, "Hey, I want to try it."
So you can even use your face if somebody else is using the phone.
What do you mean?
No, like if it's your phone and like my face can also be seen if you're using the app, even if I don't have the app. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, like I'm just like, "Hey,
Let me
take-
try, yeah.
let me take a picture of you." That's how they get you. Do you think? See, this is more conspiracy bullshit, but like.
I love conspiracy bullshit.
They have to have like a database of like our face. And
Oh yeah, on every single person's face, bro. That's another thing that gets me. Like when somebody really needs to be found, they will find that person. Like they will find that person.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah, dude. They know where everybody is at just because of the satellite towers, because of our phones, because of computers, because of everything. The internet has made everybody so individual compared to just billions of people.
Okay.
Because now everybody has an IP address. Everybody has a location. Everybody has a place where they're always at, where they're always pinging at. Like common places that you visit and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's so fucking
so they
weird,
get
too.
everything about you. So
hate that
everything you buy, everything that you
So, like,
spend,
how was your experience
how much you
at
make.
Walmart?
Yes.
Did you go to Chick-fil-A?
Did you go to the gas station today? What's the prices of gas today?
You just passed by. Do you want to rate it? I just passed by.
Dude, it's crazy, man. They
So-
know everything about us.
Okay, with that being said then, do you embrace this technology or do you kind of freak out and condemn it?
I condemn it, but dude, it's too late. We're already way too deep in. Like,
What do you mean though? Like,
they already know too much about us for us to like do anything to get our data back. Like, they already have our facial image. They already have our fingerprints. They already have our blood type. Everything about us, our social security number, because it's our label. Because we're all like just cattle. It's your stamp, bro.
Right.
So they know everything about you. So I don't know. It's hard to get that data back unless we do it for future generations, saying like, no, you can't take the privacy of my child's face or their social security number or whatever have you. You know?
okay, so here is the conspiracy or the crazy sci-fi thing about it is like in the future, what if we start genetically engineering people and they have faces to pick from? And
Dude, we're close to that though.
your
Like, they're
face,
trying to
my
fuck
face,
with
they
genes.
have all these faces that
Yes.
they can pick from. So it's like, oh well, this
We're
is
just gonna make this kid. Yes.
it's closer to the feature that they want.
Yes.
So I mean, is that freaky?
Yes, that's
Why,
super
though?
freaky. Is that freaky? Not freaky to you?
I would
No, dude,
I
you
want
just make your kid.
the perfect
like a
kid
factory?
for the perfect kid.
But dude, that's the whole point of being a human and like raising kids is like, what if they fuck up? You're gonna be there for your kid.
Yeah, I'm not trying to build
But you're making a perfect child, as you
by
said.
like facial.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know,
to set them up look wise.
if
That's
they
what
can,
you're trying to
if
do.
they can like, okay, so if they have a way to genetically engineer the baby and they're like, okay, you want to make sure that it has these kind of hair, you want to make sure it has these kind of eyes, you want
Yeah.
to make sure it has
Doesn't
this
have the gene for cancer or
Yeah,
diabetes
at all,
or,
like all that
Okay.
stuff. So that's more of a
Okay.
likelihood that you would want a perfect
I
child
feel
that you can grow up and make it into whatever you want it to, because you're obviously still going to teach it morals and values.
of course.
And, like,
So it's gonna be another human being.
Yes.
I'm not saying that, but dude, unless that was
I don't want to raise an
cheaper.
ugly kid.
I feel that, but unless it
I
was
feel
cheaper,
that.
nobody could do that. Nobody could do that because
No,
there would
see-
only be like people who could afford that. And we all know the people who could afford that, the 1%.
Well, I feel so bad because like I grew up in a hardship and I'm ugly as fuck, so I don't want my kid to grow up like me. Look at this.
You're gorgeous, bro. You're gorgeous. You cool, bro.
Close up on my face. I'm just kidding. You can't close up.
Can't-
That's-
I was gonna say, I was like, damn, we're already on that now,
I
dude. You
know.
are moving up in the world, but
that would've been
you
cool.
fooled me.
But yeah, dude, technology in itself, I can only embrace it even more.
Of
Like,
course.
I would rather it be like right now, say if we do get sick, that there's technology now that can fight whatever sickness we have
Okay,
faster, like say cancer or AIDS
I feel that.
or shit
Because
like that.
antibiotics ain't working like they used to, man.
Okay, yeah, see? So what
We're
if there was,
hitting a step or steep slope.
if there is still a way though, like to use antibiotics, but
They become they become resistant, man. We gotta make more.
or
Just gotta
better
make
ones,
more.
right?
Yeah, we have to keep making more. But no, companies are more focused on charging for the same drug and more, so that they can put like little money into research and development. It's crazy, man.
It's
Big
always-
Pharma's crazy.
Right.
Don't get me started on that.
Dude, let's talk about it. The opioid crisis, bro. Everyone's saying that it's a crisis, bro. I don't.
I've seen people die from it, man. I've had a couple friends like actually pass because of it. So like,
And
I've seen it.
I guess is there really an underbelly for it, like a black market?
They're easy to get if that's what you're asking. Yeah, dude. It's especially in Albuquerque. They're super easy to get.
That's kind of scary to think about.
Especially with like the dark web, because I used to have an Onion browser. Hopefully, you're not quoting me on that. Used to have an Onion browser, and I got on the dark web easily, and they were selling OxyContin for like $3 a pill if you got 10 or more, and all you would need is an address to ship it to, and you have to trust the person on the other end, and have to trust that your IP address won't get tracked by the FBI or worry that. But I never bought off the internet because it's too sketchy, dude.
That is so weird too
Yeah.
to think about. That like even at that end, when it does get shipped, that it could be like an actual packaged product. Like, why can they not like know exactly what's in there? Like, they're just like, oh, well, look, he's got a box.
Yeah, he's got a box.
Well, might as well take it out. Like, I don't see. I think our I don't want to say shipping system, but the way that we ship stuff across
Yeah,
is like pretty flawed. Like, people ship drugs all the time. Like, how are they doing this?
they get some, man. You know, it's hard to get it all.
Dude,
It's hard to get it all without violating our rights, like we were talking about.
Okay, that's true. That is true. I gotta take that into account too.
Yes.
Like, obviously, there's privacy and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so you can't like always have a dog running through the warehouse. You know, it's only like if they get tipped off, or if like on an off day the cop's just there running through all the packages, and then they smell your package. Like, it happens, man. It happens.
It's so weird. Imagine.
But that's another thing too. If you're shipping like big amounts, usually people will let like a smaller amount get busted so that they can get a larger amount in.
Okay, so just like a decoy or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm trying to bring in 100 pounds, right? I have 100 pounds of whatever it is. So I'm gonna let 10 pounds go, and I'm gonna let them bust it. I'm gonna put it in an obvious place, like I'm gonna wrap it with plastic, or I'm gonna load it in a car or in a big semi that's overweight, and then they're gonna weigh it and be like, pull over, and they're gonna bust it. And then that guy gets paid off, and his family gets paid off, is what he really worries about, because he's some poor dude from Mexico, or some poor dude from anywhere down in South America, and they just take the money because it raises their family. They get them to wherever they need to be, and oh man. So then you get, 90 pounds in after they're dealing with this one shipment, because they're, only so many people. You can get this 90 pounds in right behind it. So an hour later, you're moving this through while they're still packaging all these drugs. Because 10 pounds is, dude.
Yeah, that's a
That's
lot
a lot.
to them.
Yeah.
If the cops busted something like that, they'd be like, "Whoa, we did it! Tonight's a good night."
Yeah.
But right,
If you ever notice, dude, any Mexican bus and the bus lately in Australia, they've only been around like 50 pounds, 100 pounds at times. But when you're moving extreme quantities to like other countries, you're not going to be dealing in like 50 pounds, you know?
You're moving like crates.
Yes, dude, you're moving like kilos upon kilos of whatever it is. And you're shipping it however you do. Because, dude, that's crazy. That's what I would like to learn, how the fuck they ship that. Because, dude, it is flawed, like you say. Like, how does Australia get Molly? Like, that only grows in South America, you know? Like, it only gets processed in South America or in Mexico. How does Europe get cocaine? Like, how do they ship it all the way to Europe, man? It's crazy.
That's weird.
It's crazy.
That's the drug life, bro. I mean,
it moves, man. It
but
moves.
Then it's crazy to think about too that there is a war on drugs, but yet drugs are allowed to go through still for economic purposes.
Yes, because dude, the black market, oh my lord,
is part of the economy.
Yes. Did you know it very, very largely helped us out of the 2008 recession we were in with housing?
Really?
Yes, dude. The black market somehow made like some stupid amount of money go into the economy throughout stupid purchases and laundering and bullshit, and the economy was just like, okay, we're on an uphill again. Just because of black market money, bro. It's crazy how much black market money can do.
So it's kind of, I guess, is it dumb in the sense that they still have certain things legal?
It's all fake, man. It's all fake. If you want my honest opinion, all the laws about drugs being illegal and shit, it's all fake.
It's just like, you can't have this kind of opioid, but you can have this kind of...
Yeah, because the government stamps on it. Yeah. Like, you can't shoot heroin, you can't smoke opium, but, you can have Vicodin.
Or a shitload of...
You can have, you can't have meth, but you can have Adderall, you can have Vyvanse. Like, they're the exact same things. Ativan is more opiate. Like, dude, it's all the same stuff.
It's crazy.
All government approved, though. It's all fake, man. It's all fake.
Do you think our president right now is on Adderall?
On Adderall? Dude, he's on some crazy stuff, but
he's always.
I will not speak against Trump. His enemies always get destroyed.
He's always working. Man. The election's coming up soon.
Do you think he's going to be reelected? I don't.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
That's crazy.
I think he got his one term in, and now America's like, dude, okay, what did we do for 4 years?
Do you think there's anybody that's going to replace him that do it.
Oh, dude, honestly, I can't speak to that because I have not been paying attention to
Really?
anything of anybody around.
Not even like the basics.
No, dude, I haven't been paying attention.
Bernie
at all.
all the way.
Dude, I've only heard Bernie memes. That's it. About him wanting to
Or-
legalize marijuana.
Andrew Yang, have you ever heard of that guy?
No, I have not.
That guy's talking about a universal basic income, a UBI.
Oh, wow.
You know what that is,
Okay,
right?
so socialism, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's gonna get $1,000 a month.
Yeah, no.
Everyone's
That's not
get-
gonna work.
Why not? I want $1,000 a month.
Dude, socialism never works.
It's not-
You can put this to any
Okay,
past society.
So he's just speaking on Alaska does this, right? I think it's Alaska. You might want to look this up for me, Angel. But there's already a United States state that
you
does.
sure it's
do
not a
that.
territory?
No, I'm pretty sure it's a
Because, dude,
state.
it can't be Alaska because it's a state. Because
has
then it
to
would just be minimum wage.
It has to be Alaska. There is a UBI somewhere in the States right now. Look for UBI in the States. UBI in the
UBI in the
United
States, alright.
But where are we at? Nope. Universal. Nope. I don't see it.
See?
You have to pick one.
You're spewing lies.
Pick the first one. Basicincome.org. Raise the times. I know he did mention it though. Somewhere in the United States they have UBI already. So why don't they just implement it everywhere?
Okay. Dude, socialism on a large scale will not work though.
Why? So you think getting $1,000 is going to be a flaw in
Yes.
our system?
Okay, because if everybody gets $1,000, what
Look up-
about the people who...
Try to find it while we talk about it. If you could find the state that does. I know there's a state that
There's
talks.
not a state.
There is a state.
Alright, man. I believe you.
Anyways, go ahead. Why is the socialist idea gonna
It's
fail?
not, dude. It's not gonna work.
Why is it gonna fail?
What about... What was that?
It's a Rick and Morty book.
Oh, that was crazy. If everybody gets paid for doing whatever it is, the people who are doing so much more work are going to get paid $1,000 than the people who aren't doing enough work that'll be seen by the people who are doing more work. So everybody who's going to get mad, who are like doctors or, I don't know, literally anybody who's has a job. You know what I mean?
So you're saying obviously the wealthy are gonna pay into the UBI system more than the middle class or the poor.
I could care less about the wealthy, bro. They're the 1%. They need to give us some money. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
What I am saying, dude, is that if everybody gets $1,000, those who aren't doing any work are going to say, okay, it's okay for me to do no work because I can live off this $1,000 and just drink all day. Or I can just do drugs all day. Or I can do whatever and not be a productive member of society. When you'll have actual productive members of society who are working and only getting $1,000 a month, like...
You don't think that would actually stimulate some people to actually do better in their life?
I don't think so.
So you see anything randomized trials?
Not everyone is necessarily good.
I mean that's true in itself. But I think
If you give somebody a chance to take and they're not a good person, man, they're gonna take, and then they're just gonna take as much as they can.
don't you think we would wheedle those people out?
So then, are they not gonna get paid this $1,000?
Maybe not after a while when we start to know that they abuse it.
Okay, we'll see. If you do something like that, then that's not exactly socialist. At that point, it changes.
I don't see anything. There are, despite the support, however, UBI isn't the kind of policy that can be put into place.
Maybe you're talking about Scotland or Finland, Canada. Maybe you're talking about those places because it's not the United States, they're friend.
I'm pretty sure he said somewhere in the United States. But anyways, I don't know. We'll have to,
Maybe he said territory. Maybe he's talking about Puerto Rico. Because we have multiple territories, like Guam.
yeah, that's true. But I still think it's Alaska. Anyways, do you not feel that? So you're just not for this idea?
Won't work, man. You and me, we do a lot of work, man. And those people who stand on the corner at I-40 and any intersection, those people do no work.
So you don't think what we get plus the $1,000 would benefit us more than them. Maybe they are still standing on the corner, not doing what they need to do. Who cares?
Okay, but where's this money going to come from?
The 1%. Okay,
You can't just take money from people.
Okay,
That's not how it works.
Here's one.
Where's this money going to come from?
It should be taxed from the 1%, like Amazon companies.
Okay.
Or okay, that's just one, Amazon. Or like Facebook companies and stuff. They make so much money.
I agree.
That it should be taxed in a way that should go back to the society.
But every law states that they get to keep their money, and they don't. They can do whatever they want with it.
If this
their money.
But if this guy's president, then he can actually do it.
Taxing the higher class, though, that would work, man. But those higher class wouldn't want to pay. So then you would have disdain people. You would have people who are mad. You are always going to have an opposing force, you know? Like, there's always going to be two groups of people.
No, man.
There's always going to be two groups of people, bro.
Well, that's just an idea. That guy's name is Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang, okay.
If you want to support him,
Democrat?
Support him, go to yanggang.com.
Yanggang.com.
I'm just kidding, I don't know where he's at and shit. There's just some other people too. Tulsi Gabbard, I don't know, something like that. A couple other Democrats running. Bernie Sanders, you know, obviously.
His crazy ass ideas too.
But you don't think Trump is going to make it though?
I don't think so.
No.
Do you?
I don't. I mean, maybe.
Well, he got elected once, man. I mean, anything could happen at this point.
I mean, there are still a lot of people that do support him.
I agree.
I mean, aren't there some things that you support from that side?
He was doing good for our economy. Except for now he's getting a little too political himself. But, I mean, every president does it. So it's just because he was Trump that he was more scrutinized than any president. Like, dude, Nixon, Reagan. Reagan was not a good guy, bro. Reagan was secretly moving cocaine.
He had a bunch of scandals going on.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I don't know, then what's not to say the next... I just don't like how every presidential election we have such a two-sided fight. Like, okay, here's an example.
An independent will never win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never.
Ever. Yeah,
Like the sense of the mass shooting that happened.
Okay.
Right away, the Democrats started to blame the Republicans because of like free guns and like the Second Amendment and shit like that. But fucking the Republicans had to blame somebody else, so they blamed like media and video games and stuff like that. So in that sense, like where is the middle ground in all this? Because obviously I'm not saying that I do, or I don't, but I am also a very advocate gun supporter.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
But I do have left ideas. Like I do have ideas from the left. I mean, I don't want to consider myself a Democrat, but I do have ideas from them that are just like that make sense.
I agree with you. There's certain things about the Democratic Party that make sense, but there's certain things about the Republican Party that make sense.
Yeah, that's the middle ground.
Yeah.
The center.
And a middle ground could never be elected, ever, because there's not enough people to support this middle ground.
That's what's crazy. Is like we have these ideas, but in a sense, we're still pretty separated. Like, okay, for the example, say the gun control thing, if we had to go talk to somebody about it and they were left wing, they would
want to ban it.
Yeah, and they would
Say
automatically
no guns.
not only that, they would automatically assume that we were right wing.
Yes.
And that all of our ideas
are right and
are
extreme right.
Yeah, so then that takes that they are like, oh no, I can't even talk to this person.
Yeah, I'm not even going to agree on anything.
We don't have any mutual ideas in a sense. So that already creates such like separation.
A wall. Yeah, dude.
It's weird.
Democracy. That's what that is, to a different extent. I mean, we're not a full democracy, but you know, still.
You think it's a bad thing though that we have these choices? I mean, isn't America the best country in the world?
I don't know, man. It all depends on how you ask it. I really think that because, like, America's a great country. It is, but there's other places that are.
They have good ideas too, right? Where's that center ground at? Where's that center ground at? Like, legit. Anyways. It's time for... I'm just kidding. I wish I had like a game show take right now.
I thought you still did the words.
I need to. I keep forgetting to bring that back. But I'm going to bring it back. I'm not going to just throw words at you right there. That'd be
Dude.
I'm just throw words at you, see what you can do.
Always about it, but no, if you're not prepared, don't want to do that.
No, I'm just making fun. Just trying to get some bullshit going on because we're on the podcast right now, hanging out.
I love the air horn. What was that? Is that like a intermission?
Stupid fucking app on my phone.
Is that an intermission though? It's like we take a break. We see some commercials right now.
There are some times though where people fuck the podcast and then we all walk out and shit. And
What?
yeah, I forgot what episode it was. But there was a podcast with my friend Evan where this guy was knocking on the door, dude. He was bugging, like knocking on a door, and then all of a sudden I go outside and if you notice, like right there on that doorway, like outside by the carport,
Yeah.
there's a hose there. I have no idea why, but he started to use it, just like wash down my driveway. I think he was on drugs.
Dude, nice. Drugs in Albuquerque are great.
So we were talking on the podcast, and then all of a sudden he just fucking
Washes your driveway. Oh
and we
shit.
were just like, oh fuck, and I was like, Angel, can you go take care of this? And he went to go talk to him, and then he's just, I don't know, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was just like, I don't know exactly what he wants, but he's outside, and then I was just like, fuck, I don't know what to do. So I was like, alright, I'll go talk to him right away. And then that's when I saw like him mess like all the water everywhere and stuff. I was like, I think he was like, oh yeah, I got them cleaning. I was like, what is going on here? I'm trying to do a podcast right now. So if you go to
Did
that,
he at least shut off the water?
yeah, he shut it off.
Okay.
But if you go to that episode with Evan,
Oh, do you like take off from screen?
Yeah,
like,
it's all
Does he just, like,
live.
sit here, bro?
it's all
Did
live.
he just sit here?
No, I think you went with me too.
Okay. Could
Yeah,
you hear it?
yeah.
No kidding.
Well, no, I don't think you could hear us.
Yeah, I was
talking.
like, damn.
It was so,
Good mics,
it
bro.
was so bad. I'm just like, what the fuck?
You need Angel taking one of these and following you guys.
Yeah, I know, with the boom stand. He's
Yes.
like, on location with the podcast right now.
That's what he needs, bro. So he can turn into a talk show if you can't be on screen.
Right? Dude, it turned into like Catch a Predator or something.
Catch a predator.
What are you doing right now, sir? Why are you using my hose? Can you please explain that? Explain that to me. I kind of feel like he was on drugs though, because he was just like, all
Dude,
like,
catch a hobo. That would sell.
I say we catch a hobo that is lying. So say we start videotaping this hobo, right?
Okay.
We videotape the hobo, and then all of a sudden we wait. All of this is undercover, so we videotape him undercover, and then we wait till the end, and then we see him actually where he lives and stuff. We end up finding out he has a nice ass house,
Dude, it's happened, bro.
and then we pull it out on YouTube. Be like, this guy thinks he's homeless until we followed him one night and discovered he lives here, and we go to his house
and
then-
drives a Lexus.
And we'll even get footage like on an iPad and be like, sir, when we knock on his door, sir,
Weren't you just at Winona that I was partying?
yeah, we're part of Hobos Anonymous. We're trying to uncover all the hobos that are lying right now. Tell us what's going on. We have footage of you right now. This lady gave you $20. What are you doing right now at this luxurious house?
Did you need groceries?
Yeah, I know, right? That'd be so bad. That'd be kind of hilarious.
Dude, that's how you would make it famous, bro. If you're trying to make it famous, bam, right there. Record somebody in a lie that, like, what is it, just circulates through YouTube? What is it called?
So trending.
There you go. That's the word nowadays.
Trending, bro.
Yeah.
Angel, go to the trending page of YouTube. Let's just go see what's trending right now. But yeah, dude, trending is a hard thing to do. How do you even become famous? I feel it's really hard.
That's right.
It's just, I guess it's just work. It's really hard determination. On the left side of the panel, there's a trending button. Yeah. Just look at it. Oh yeah, fucking.
The Joker.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
final trailer. You pretty hyped for that? No.
I'm actually looking forward to it, but dude, I feel like the other guy did it a lot better.
Who?
The dude from Suicide Squad.
No.
Heath Ledger's not around, man. Heath Ledger's not around, and you can't ask Jack Nicholson to do it.
What's his name? Jared Leto.
It might be. I don't know.
Oh my god! Really? You think the Suicide Squad was good?
Yeah, dude, he did a decent Joker. He did a decent Joker. He only had like 10 minutes of screen time, so like perfect for the Joker.
Horrible. What is? Go back to the top.
Do you think that guy's gonna do a good
Yeah.
Joker? Yeah.
Keanu or was Joaquin Phoenix?
Oh, that's who it is. Yeah.
This would be amazing. Do you know who that ASAP Rock is? Who's that? He's a rapper.
ASAP Rocky? Yeah.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
I never heard his music.
Dude, you've never heard ASAP?
No.
Bro, we're gonna get down on some ASAP after this.
Really?
ASAP's awesome.
Well, he's the second video that's trending right now.
Teaching the Dolphin twins how to. Oh, dude, I hate these
The
guys.
Dolphin Twins.
I hate these guys. The
That-
Dolan
The
twins.
Dolan Twins. That's the third trending on YouTube.
It's
right
like
now.
5 brothers, bro. Oh, dude, those guys are annoying.
1.8. What does it say? 1.6 or 1.8? 1.8, I think.
1.8.
Million. bro.
1.8 million people. Yes, dude.
Love those guys, dude.
Oh yes.
Look at them, dude. They're dreamy. They're hunky.
Dreamy and
Look at
hunky.
that.
Okay, I'll give you that. Some of them are handsome, bro. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But like, dude, they do dumb shit. Like I think they had like pieces on a tray and they were eating it to see if it was chocolate or a tool. And I was like, really? People want to watch this? Dude, it was hilarious.
Dude, they have so much. Go to number 4. What's number 4 trending? Right now?
Scroll for me, my man.
Kobe says he would have won 12 rings if Shaq were in shape.
Oh!
Damn! Dude! That's a straight diss, dude. That's
Straight call out, bro.
I mean, you were alive at that time too. Like the
It was a
whole
baby, but yeah.
the Lakers dominating with Shaq and Kobe.
Yes, dude. That was when I was a youngin'.
It's crazy. He would have took 12 rings. Dude, the greatest of all time is always going to be Michael Jordan. I don't care what anybody says.
Really? Okay, why do you feel like that? Why do you think he can't be top?
He is the greatest of all time.
Okay, just because he was a good person, what makes you think he can't be top?
He can be topped.
His statistics can be topped.
He
bro.
can't. His statistics can be topped,
Yes.
but they haven't been topped.
Okay, fair, but I feel like it could be.
Okay, I should have emphasized on that.
He's the best at the moment.
At the moment, still, there's even talk that LeBron James is better, but that guy's a bitch. He ain't shit.
I agree. They've said some of his statistics he's broke Michael Jordan. Jesus Christ. Michael Jordan on, but
I would
and
hope.
then Kobe Bryant broke some of the records as well. But you know, I feel like the Black Mamba was a very, very prominent player.
He was sick. I mean, he has a bunch of moves still named after him. You go out to the court and you just like shoot a sickle shot.
Kobe.
You say Kobe. You don't say Jordan. You don't say LeBron. You don't say James. You don't say anything like that.
You say Kobe and what is it? The dude who does the freaking overhand shot. Which one is it? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. There's a bunch of dudes that do overhand shots.
Well, obviously, but damn it, it's like Kyrie. I don't know. I don't
Curry, Steph Curry.
know. I think Curry. You're like Curry or some shit. I don't remember.
He's too
I was a
recent.
kid, bro.
He's a badass. Though. Golden State's doing sick. Oh yeah, Missy Elliott has a new song. She came out with a
No.
new song.
Did she?
Yeah.
I think that's her just performing her old songs.
No. Well, she might be performing her old song,
Okay.
but the reason why she is on the MTV Music Awards is because of her recent release of her new music.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she had.
Yeah, she had new music.
Okay.
Remember Missy Elliott?
Yeah, of course, dude. I love Missy Elliott. She's badass,
You
bro.
remember Missy Elliott?
I feel like EVE was way better though.
What?
Eve. EVE.
Isn't she one of the girls from TLC or something?
I don't think so. She was. She rapped with Blackstreet and shit. I don't know, dude. She was a. I feel like she was way better than Missy Elliott.
Okay, I can get with that. How Spider-Man Far From Home should have ended. Did you see that movie?
I did. It was a good movie.
You saw Far From Home?
Yeah,
So,
it's a good.
alright, give me a second.
Give me a sec.
Spoiler alerts ahead! Spoiler alerts in the movie ahead! Anyways, did you hear... Well, why am I even spoiling it? We're not going to talk about the movie. Did you hear what happened to Spider-Man?
Yes, dude.
So like,
Hurt my heart.
yeah, he's
Companies, bro.
like, damn, it's all about that money, dude. It's all about that
Money makes the world go round. Bro.
Everyone was pissed off at Sony for this though, and I saw a meme that actually made me change my mind. It said that Sony was standing up to Disney. That's why this was happening. They're like, okay, you want the character that you guys sold us so long ago? Give us half. Give us half.
Okay.
You guys are a multi-million-dollar giant.
Dude, billion, zillion-dollar company.
They
Disney owns everything. They own Fox.
The world. Yeah, they own the world.
They own Fox. They own so many different like news stations and different shit. Dude, it's crazy. Angel, look that up for me. Actually, tell me how many companies does Disney own? That would be awesome to know.
I know you're not really. You don't have like a bunch of streaming services, huh?
No, I'm actually off of the grid, as they call it. I don't even have a computer.
Disney's about to come out anyway. Look at that. ABC, NBC, or no, ABC, ESPN.
Touchstone Pictures, Marvel, Lucasfilms, yeah, that's right, they own Star Wars, I forgot.
A&E. But they own half.
The History Channel?
They own half.
Yeah. Lifetime? Dude.
See, I love how they only own half of that stuff, though.
Hey, bro, they own equity in it. If they own 50%, that means that they're an equal partner.
Go back up right away. Let me see that picture. Go back up. Not the Mickey
Mouse Thanos?
This. the company Disney. I wish we could, like, zoom in on some of it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, there's supposedly stuff that they own.
Oh, thank you.
Do it up.
Marvel, all of Marvel. Marvel Studios.
There's the Star Wars franchise. FX, do you see that corner of FX? I saw the corner of FX. FX, Marvel Studios. You could go back. You can unzoom this and just go down to that list.
Yeah, that'll work. Because that's hard to see.
Big Little Lies. Yeah, endorsing Big Little Lies, everybody. You want to see that show? Go to HBO now. Check it out right now. All right. Where would we leave off?
Pixar. Hollywood Records.
Vice Media.
Okay.
10%. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's so good. They own
Core Publishing. France Disney's own Star Wars. The Muppets. Dude, I didn't know they owned the Muppets. What the fuck?
How do they not own the Muppets?
I didn't know.
The Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously.
Yeah.
The Indiana Jones franchise. Oh yeah, that's
Winnie the Pooh. Grey's Anatomy. No kidding.
And other popular ABC shows.
Dude, that's only like broadcasting and like media outlets too. That they own so much more.
What else do you think they own?
Dude, they own like almost. They own a very good chunk of like news stations, like media outlets.
Do you think they own anything like anything like in science or anything in like the military?
Dude,
they have some stocks in like NASA.
They have some crazy shit probably because dude, Disney's been around for a while, and he was in with the government when like the government was its dirtiest. Like after the 50s, that's when the government was at its worst.
No, but
dude, that's when they killed JFK. It was in 61, 62?
The dirtiest has to be now.
Oh, dude, it's different now, bro. It's different now. The system's already been locked since like the 90s of like the cycle that we're put through. The only thing that changed was the technology that we're given. We've all been in the same cycle for a long time, bro.
We can change. That's where we all become peaceful and we uprise and we change
all right,
things.
So then, okay.
We change matter.
No, I agree. Changing matter, yes. Changing matter. This lighter is now going to be a bigger lighter. Right. But like, dude, couldn't have it for peace. Because then you have to use a violent way to obtain peace, right? Isn't that just as equally as bad as being violent from the start?
So you have to scare people.
Scaring doesn't do it against somebody who's already violent, though. You need somebody to cause violence to create peace, but peace wouldn't become of what's left.
We're
Because
back,
then people
yes.
would subjugate
I
themselves.
got you. We're back to the whole balance thing.
Yes.
Center.
It just has to happen.
There has to be a bad guy for a good guy to want to fight him.
Yes.
If there is no good guy, then hundreds of bad guys can come. And how do we deal with hundreds of bad guys?
And if it's only one good guy, like, dude, it's crazy how like great the movie The Dark Knight was. If you are the hero for so long, you see yourself become the villain. Because, dude, you become the villain, you just start being like this vigilante person who's doing nothing anymore. So you're just creating violence
I can see that.
to fight because you have no purpose.
I mean, that's pretty much what happens, right? He fights crime without people knowing, but yet at a certain point, people start to hate what he does.
Yep. And then he's just like, damn, should I be doing what I'm doing?
Until, like, I guess situations change, right? I mean,
Yeah.
at a certain point, they do need him. At a certain point, they kind of can handle it themselves.
Yeah. And he's just a little too involved, and they're like, dude, can't be beating people down in the street no more.
I mean, that's kind of the point, right? Is you can
Beat people down in the street, yeah.
It's Batman. He's a beast, but then again, you can't really send the cops to go fight Mr. Freeze or something.
Yeah, I feel that. Or the chemical mask dude, the potato sack dude.
Yeah, fucking Scarecrow or Bane.
There you go. Yeah, Bane, like, the cops could really do something against him, right?
They're pretty retarded.
Like, didn't he break out of prison
Yep.
in his movie?
Yeah.
And some crazy prison he also broke out of, too. That, Batman had to break out of, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, you didn't ring the bell for spoilers.
That movie's so old. If
I
you
know.
haven't seen that movie, spoiler alert! Already passed. Anyways, yeah, spoiler alert on that movie. Fuck it, who cares? That movie's done. That movie's done. That movie kind of sucked, anyways.
I agree.
DC has never been good at making movies. That's a lie.
Okay.
They made some good movies.
Oh, really? Talk to me. I'm not big on the DC universe.
Haven't you ever seen like the movie called The Watchmen?
I never watched it. I heard it was super big. I even bought it, but never watched it.
You bought the movie.
Like, I got it given to me,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Well, it's a good movie. That's a DC franchise.
Okay. Yeah, it says DC on the cover, I think.
You gotta see Shazam. Shazam is pretty cool. The new one.
I heard that's pretty good.
That's a good DC one. Wonder Woman is okay,
Okay.
but then they ruined it all by mixing the Justice League and Aquaman and stuff.
Okay.
Aquaman was so bad. I never saw it, but everyone said it was bad.
Really? I heard good things about it, and I heard bad things about it.
I
So
kinda
I
just
never
like
knew
the-
what to believe.
Yeah, I don't know. Once I hear bad things about it, I'm just like, oh man, I know it's probably gonna be bad. But I don't know. It probably is good. Who knows? I'm not gonna watch it though.
I feel that. I'm not going to watch it either. I have no point to.
At a certain point, I'm just like, fuck, whatever. I'll just watch a video on YouTube that explains it in like 10 minutes.
There you go. I like the old school Wonder Womans, like the TV show.
That was a TV show.
Yeah, back in like,
Yeah,
yeah, sure. I don't know when that was. 60s? 70s? Well, I mean, we're here. Might as well look that up for me, my man.
The Wonder Woman era of the 70s TV
Yeah.
show.
I'm pretty sure it was the 70s.
70s, yeah. Yeah, it's probably 70s Wonder Woman. See, that's what's crazy to think about, too. At that time, they were trying to push out superhero stuff, but it wasn't hitting, right?
Yeah.
So they actually, they're not the film.
And now it's like the highest grossed film in like ever.
And look at what happened. Like, that's why Marvel is going under, because their comic books and shit weren't selling. So they're like, oh, well, we'll sell you the rights to Spider-Man. Here you
Yep.
go, Sony.
Yes, dude. That's what hurts me. That they were like, you know what? We don't need Spider-Man. He's not
Yeah.
playing a big part in our.
You guys can do something amazing with Spider-Man. 84? Holy shit, we were both wrong. Or is that the year of this next?
Yeah, maybe there was an earlier one.
Just put early. Wonder Woman early. Early one.
Could have just looked up Wonder Woman TV show.
No, there's no such thing.
Okay. You
The
know,
first
it is a search engine. Like Wonder Woman Wikipedia, that'll work right there.
But that's gonna have so much.
No, there's got to be little. Watch, look at the tab. Isn't that like the table of contents?
Don't see it.
Well, then scroll down a little bit. Watch. It should have it right here in the right corner. On like, what is it? Shit produced. Keep going. Keep going. There it is.
Contents. No.
Okay, no. So then it's got to be in the left corner.
Yes, it's that little thing that we're looking at right now. Publication, the history, then characterization, and all that other stuff that we're looking at. Then you can click on it, and then it'll go to that exact one that we're looking for. See?
Okay, so then it probably has to be the 1984. We'll just go at that one. That was a good TV show, bro.
No, it
That was a very good TV show.
How did you watch it?
Honestly, dude, not gonna lie, the old people at my work watched that on the TV. Like Wonder Woman's playing right before we serve dinner, and then right after we serve dinner, it's playing, and I'm watching it while bussing. It's a pretty decent show. It's hilarious how like great Hollywood was. Like her lasso, whenever she lassos, she's just like and like barely throws the lasso, and these dudes get roped perfectly, and they're just like, "Oh, you got us!"
Not again.
It's great.
All right, that's good, Angel. We're cool. Wonder Woman.
Yeah, we just left him searching. That's my bad.
No, Wonder Woman. That's a pretty cool character. I mean, if you sit down and think about it, like
Her invisible jet. Yeah, dude, that's pretty dope.
dude, that's so sick.
How do you find it?
Well, I mean, she can fly too, but
So do you fly invisible, and you're just like
no,
in the
that's
sky floating?
in case it crashes that you can still fly. You think if debris fell, it'd kill somebody?
If it what?
Okay, so it's invisible, right?
Yes.
And she's flying,
Uh-huh.
but then all of a sudden it like starts to break down and like there's turbulence, and so she has to bail. And then
Okay.
it just straight to the ground. Does it cause an explosion and like cause fire? And, like,
No, it's invisible. Bro. It's an invisible flame.
that makes no sense. I hate that.
No, of course it would explode. Like it would hit the ground, and then like.
How does she refuel this thing?
Can she turn it off? That's my biggest question. Like, is it always invisible?
Yeah, I think it's always invisible.
Dude, yeah, exactly. Then how does she does she go?
She has senses. Like she knows exactly. Like when she like pushes a button or whatever, she's like, oh, it's 2 steps in front of me, and she knows exactly after that, memorized where everything is.
Okay.
Like,
Are the wheels invisible, or like does it just sit there and like she's just sitting inside and you just like see her floating in the sky? Like, are the wheels invisible, or are they actually
everything's
just
invisible.
Dude, it's crazy.
Everything is invisible, but you hear the fucking motors all just like,
Not
okay.
exactly what a turbulent engine sounds like, but yeah,
I can't make like a propeller sound. It's like,
it's loud, dude. Yeah,
But-
I feel that.
yeah, so like this is invisible, but yeah, you can still hear it from a mile away. Like, oh shit, it's probably Wonder Woman. I don't see anything.
What's that? Oh, nothing in the sky. It's Wonder Woman.
God damn it, it's that invisible jet again. See, that would make no sense. It's like, you think if like a bird pooped on it, then you can still see
You see
it.
the poop spot.
Yeah,
you
like
see
what
the
the
poop spot.
hell?
It's like a cloaking device that's just like always on, and then like if it crashes, you would see all the plane bits. I would assume.
I guess I could see that. That would work too. So maybe she does have a switch to turn it on.
I would assume that it's probably just like always going thing until the plane is destroyed. It's like a force field or whatever around it until the plane gets destroyed.
And then you don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
So she sees it.
Yeah. Maybe she sees it, dude. I don't know how she would.
I guess that makes a little bit more sense. Because then we would have to watch like hundreds of fucking episodes and hundreds of hours of Wonder Woman to find out if Superman can do the same thing. Like,
Can he get in?
Yeah, can he sense it, or does he fucking? Oh, I'm sorry. The damn plane is in the way.
Dude, that makes me think now. Would you get sucked into the engine? Like you're gonna hear it, but you're just gonna be walking and being like, "What?
I know,
What?"
yeah.
And then get sucked into her engine,
I
and then
know.
it's gonna blow up.
I don't think it's one of those like new school fucking turbines. It's like one of those propeller things. Like,
Propellers. That's even worse, dude.
Yeah.
You get chopped up.
yeah, it's all old school. Takes forever.
It's got the 4 fucking engines on
four,
it. Yeah.
four of them, dude. Start up. So that's the funny thing too. Is like, it looks like she's getting into this little ass fucking plane, but no, it's a fucking huge ass thing. It's got fucking luxurious seats in there. She's trying to take like a cargo load or something. It's that kind of plane.
Fuck yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's all material I can use for my comedy.
Dude. Comedy's a great outlet.
I'm still struggling. I want to do it so bad, but it's hard.
You just gotta get up there, man.
But then I hate working
Okay.
because I don't have the time
To commit to even writing anything?
No,
or to
no,
going
no.
out?
to go out.
Okay.
Because most of them start at like 8 o'clock, and I won't even be there on time. Like I won't make it. Like at all.
Okay.
So like by the time I get there, it'll already be time to fucking
Yeah, the last couple people are up.
like,
You
oh,
can't
sign
say
up
that.
is done.
Yeah.
You can just watch it and hang out. So that would be kind of like,
Pointless to go. No, I feel that.
I would feel a little bit of, I see, but I really want to do it, or at
You
least to
can't go
go
on a day off?
check it out. So it'll only be on Saturday and Sunday, but I have to check it out.
Off Saturday and Sunday?
Sunday is the only day that I know there's an open mic.
But
Sunday,
you have Sunday off.
yeah. But that's when I want to bust out the most podcasts
Okay.
because I have that day off.
You have all the free time.
Yeah, I have the
And
most.
you're like, let me stream.
Yeah, I can do a lot more of
Yeah.
that stuff on that day too. So that's another mistake that's going on in my life.
Priorities, bro. Priorities.
See, that's that thing though. It's like, how long is it gonna be? I gotta work hard if I want to be fucking famous.
You gotta keep working. Especially since you're from Albuquerque. Like, bro, you gotta work hard. And you gotta leave. Once you start making it even slightly famous. You have to leave.
Well, okay, here's it. No, see, because then that probably would never happen. But you never know. What if they're just like, they go to a coffee shop, they're like, hey, look at this dude. This dude looks weird. And we should ask him if he wants to be in a movie.
Okay.
It happens. It happens. It happens.
Bro, they're filming all the like the Breaking Bad movie and
They already filmed
the
it.
Better Call Saul.
They already filmed it.
Yeah.
You didn't see the trailer? There's a trailer. Angel, go to YouTube and type in El Camino. Type in El Camino. Type it in. Type it in.
Dude, like
Dude,
car
type it in
fucking-
slow. El
Uh,
Camino. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, they just released a trailer for the Breaking Bad movie.
All right.
We obviously won't be able to hear it, but you can just play it in the background. I'll talk a little bit, explain it.
Okay.
Do you remember who Skinny Pete is?
Yeah, of course.
Skinny Pete. It looks like they have him interrogating him, and they're telling him he's not going to tell them where Jesse Pinkman is. I'm not going to tell you where Jesse Pinkman is, and even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you because I knew exactly how they kept him in the cage to make him cook. I know exactly what they did to him to make him cook, and I would never do that to him. I don't want to put him back in another cage.
He looks like shit too.
Dude, that's makeup.
Obviously, but like
You know
dude,
that guy's the most handsome actor. He's better looking than both of us, dude.
I don't know about that. You're a handsome guy, bro. You're a handsome guy. Get out of here.
Oh, man. Yeah, look, that's 10, 11, 19. So that's like what? Next month? 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months because we're in the 8th month.
We're in 8, yeah.
Yeah.
I live in the past, bro.
Come on, bro. It's the code to the door. You should know that.
But yeah, fucking. Yeah, they just released that like 3 days ago. So, that's the hype now. The hype for Breaking Bad is real. I have to rewatch the series before the movie comes out.
Fucking 5 seasons just binge watching.
Done it. I usually do it all the time. I've seen that show so many times, dude. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Close up on the tattoo, Angel. Close up.
Again, we can't even do that.
Cute.
I'll grab it.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, I love Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is the shit. That's like my shit, bro. So, I mean, you even know you found me that tile.
Yes, dude. I hope you still have that tile.
Dude, it's in my room.
Dude, fuck yeah.
It's above my bed.
Dude, I saw it and I was like, dude, that's perfect.
It's above my
That's
bed.
fucking perfect.
So I love that show. It's the best show ever. If anybody out there, any of the actors, any of the the road crew.
Road crew.
If you work on lights, if you work in sound, if you work in boom stand, if you work on script writing, whatever on that show, hats off to you. That show is amazing. I fucking love it. Better Call Saul is amazing. This movie is probably going to be off the chain. I can't wait. I wish I knew people that actually did work on the movie. I totally
Free endorsements over here from you, bud. Free
straight up.
endorsements.
They're like, go check it out right now. There will be a link right here at the bottom. Make sure.
Go look for me. Give it a like. You know.
Dude, it's pretty sick. I can't wait. I'm happy.
Okay.
So that's something I'm looking forward to. The Breaking Bad movie.
Dude, I was at the Owl Cafe, I was at the park across the street from the Owl Cafe when they were filming one of the two. I don't know which one, but they were filming one of the two, like at the Owl Cafe.
Had to be a scene from the movie, probably.
Probs.
We'll find out.
Or maybe it was Better Call Saul.
Yeah, because that's supposedly coming back too.
Yeah.
One more season. And who knows what they're gonna do? Like, what if they tie the show in with the movie? That'd be weird as fuck. That'd be awesome. Like, they can do so much shit. They're amazing.
Dude, they are. They've kind of tied in Better Call Saul to Breaking Bad, right? Kind of. I stopped watching.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, Better Call Saul. They tied it in. Like,
Okay.
the main guy right now, they're trying to build Gus's lab. Spoilers! Beep, 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 beep. You guys, who cares? You guys need to know the news. You guys need to know what's going on
I
in the
agree.
Breaking Bad world.
I agree.
So yeah,
Giving people knowledge.
fucking at the end of this season, I think it was season 3 of Better Call Saul. Gus started building his the meth lab
Okay.
underground.
Under the laundromat or whatever?
Yeah,
Okay.
barely started building it.
Okay.
So the guy, remember Gail Bedecker, the guy that first started to work for Gus?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's like a nerdy ass little fucking dude or whatever. He was in there too, and he's like opening boxes, like crates and stuff. So it's pretty memorable. And he opens it with, if I remember correctly, the box cutter. Yeah, the box cutter. No.
A box cutter.
So Gus kills Gail Bedecker in Breaking Bad with a box cutter. Like, he slits his throat. He even like preps himself with like the raincoat and everything.
What, dude? I thought Gail got shot by Jesse.
Oh yeah, fucking my bad. That other guy, the Mexican guy. What's his name? Now you got me so confused. You're right though.
Yeah, I was like,
Sorry,
whoa.
you
I
know,
was like, dude, Gail? What?
damn,
Nah.
you totally know your Breaking Bad knowledge more than I do.
I got you, bro. I love that show.
What is that guy's name now? He was one of the henchmen.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about. He was the one who died. God damn it! How did he die?
He slit his throat.
Yeah.
Gus slits his throat, and he like kind of sends a message because remember he tries to start cooking.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I know the recipe. I've been watching these guys do it for weeks now."
Didn't he fuck up?
No, he didn't. He was doing it all correctly, but he killed them because he was like, if I remember Walter's quote correctly, he's like, he flew too close to the sun. He's just like Icarus. Like, he might have known about the being up there and stuff, but when he actually got too close, you just you die or you kill yourself. And like, you don't fuck with Gus, dude.
Feel that? Yeah.
So yeah, that was Breaking Bad. Fuck, man, gonna make me try to remember his name. Victor.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. Look that up for me, my man.
And Joel, look up the Breaking Bad character named Victor. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's him. He's in the season now too, and Better Call Saul.
Got you.
You see, he's like, because he's working for him.
Okay.
Because if you remember in Breaking Bad, he was the henchman in the beginning.
Yeah,
and
he was the head henchman at the
yeah,
start.
and then they kill him, and then it ends up being the black guy
Yeah.
named Tyrus.
And dude, that dude was badass.
Yeah, he looks sick. He's pretty crazy. What's his name? Oh shit, he's dead.
Death. Oh wow. 2010.
What? That's crazy.
So he died like right after the show, and oh, dude, like right after they killed him off.
No, are they talking about the show? Like that's when he died on the show. Victor.
Status deceased. Oh yeah, because it says occupation. You're right.
Henchman of Gustavo Fring.
Portrayed by Jeremiah. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, you tripped me up for a second. I was like,
Go
whoa,
click
it
on
does say that.
Jeremiah. Click on Jeremiah's name.
It was like, dude, it does say
He
that.
died!
He did die.
Angel, we click on Jeremiah. Like under Victor's name, it says portrayed by Jeremiah. What? Yeah, click on that. There he is, bro. Look, he's still alive and kicking. He's still alive and kicking, eh? Who's a natural born
I was just about to ask the same question, bro.
Go to his IMDb. Scroll down on that bitch. Known from what?
All filmography.
Keep going down. He's a character on Red Dead Redemption. Fuck yeah.
Dude, he's in Yellowstone? I didn't even know that.
We're looking for a movie called
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah,
And it's going to be way further down there.
there it is. Young Indian Boy. I don't remember that.
Neither do I.
Oh man, I have to rewatch the movie.
Straight up. Is that just the trailer right there, or is that his scene?
No, that's his trailer. Click on it. I'm pretty sure it's a trailer. Lame. Lame.
Ads, bro.
IMDb trailer. Yeah, it's just a trailer.
Such a good movie.
Dude, that movie's crazy. What's his name's in it too? Robert Downey Jr.
Wall Street.
Yeah, he is.
So sick.
Born on the 4th
And
of
Woody
July.
Harrelson, bro. Woody Harrelson. Oh my god, dude. I love that guy. That guy's great.
Did you see they're coming out with Zombieland too?
Has
So I'm
changed
so,
the way
I've been
we
waiting for a
saw
while.
our
Since like 2010, 12, whenever that movie came out.
He
So
takes a look at
that's
where
gonna
we
be
are.
crazy.
And where
There's a lot of things to look forward to.
and you will be
I
shocked.
agreed. Any day 6 feet above is a good one.
It's a little thing. So like in retrospect, I don't really care if I don't become famous because the aspect of trying to become famous is fun. I like doing it.
The journey.
It's fun. Like,
Yeah, man. It's an adventure.
it's hilarious. This just a shit. Oh, I live for it. Look, there he is with the mullet. Oh man, that's a good movie though.
It is
So sick. It's like creepy and like
We're fighting.
awesome and like, dude.
when they get married. Well, most of it is filmed in New Mexico.
Yeah, I knew that.
But when they get married and he cuts his hand and it dumps some blood, that's
Robert
over
Downey
the
Jr.
house.
and Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee, I forgot. Tommy Lee Jones is in this movie. The guy that plays one of the guys in Men in Black, the original.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that Tommy Lee Jones. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure that's his name.
Yeah.
Hopefully, right? An Oliver Stone film. That's sick. Shout out to Oliver Stone. That movie is sick. I grew up watching that movie and was totally impressed. Now I want to see where the fuck the little Indian boy is.
Yeah, you can look up that scene probably.
Try to.
Yeah, because it's only 94. Like, dude.
Little Indian boy.
Natural Born Killers. Yeah, that's what I look up. Oh, come on, you can do it. There you go. That scene.
Go to the second one. I would say the second one. That looks like he's in it.
The kid wearing the cap, the big old sombrero. Props.
Yeah, see, what if it was in a scene like this? Like, we didn't really get to see his face. He's just, like, really far in the background.
And just had like one line,
Yeah.
so he had to be put in the.
Or not even a line. Like, I'm pretty sure they would have just got somebody that
I don't think you're credited unless you actually speak.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you're credited. Like extras, they're not credited. Like
So you wouldn't
unless
say.
you have a line.
So then it would be like young little boy. Like yeah, again it was young Indian boy. That
He
was-
probably even makes like a sound or like does something that like communicates. Watch, we'll see his mouth. I promise. It's crazy. I don't even remember the scene though.
You don't remember this scene?
Nah, dude.
This scene is so sick. It's when they do the drugs and he fucking gets all freaked out by the snake or whatever. Yeah, see. We're like rewatching this whole thing. I'm Woody Harrelson, right? Well, what are you gonna do right there with that snake? And you beat a chick.
Is that really a
What?
snake? Because she has a Alabama accent, right? Yeah.
He's so Alabama. Instead, look, there he is, bro.
Yep, that was him just speaking right there. Did you see his mouth move?
That's crazy. Ah,
Yeah, that's
Dang.
totally him, bro.
child star right there. Macaulay Culkin, eat your heart out.
Straight 94, bro, ahead of the game.
Alright, we're good, Angel. That was pretty sick.
We got what we needed from this.
Well, that's good to know. That's so crazy too when you start going into IMDb and see like people's what would you call movieography?
Filmography.
Filmography. Yeah, you just start seeing a bunch of shit. Like, holy shit, you were in this? How did I never even noticed that?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. That's how I feel with. God damn it. Alright, can't remember. But yes, dude, I agree with you. You just see certain people and you're like, really? You were in that movie? I never like recognized you at all. It's crazy.
That's the shit right there. So what's up? Any new movies you're waiting for? Just kidding.
New movies I'm waiting for? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Did you see the new Aladdin movie?
No, it's gay.
Dude, the genie's voice was all fucked up. It was weird.
It's
I only saw like a start of it.
it's Will Smith, right?
Yeah, but it was like not his voice at all.
Really?
Yeah, they like changed his voice to.
So you didn't see it though.
I saw the first like 20 minutes of it and was just like, yeah.
Wondering if they have a lot of the music. I mean, they probably.
They had the main songs from what I saw. They didn't have her first song when like when you first see Jasmine after he like yells at her and all that bullshit. Like you don't get her first song in her tower, but I think they did the Prince Ali Ababa, but where he's entering the palace and shit.
Yeah.
I think they did that one.
How about the street rap one?
They didn't do a street rat song. I don't think. I don't think they did a what is it? He was a performer, like a circus performer, but just like what's an entertainer on the sidewalk.
That's what he did.
Yeah, was with a group of people. Yeah, dude, they changed his story up. And
Like I want to watch that shit. Shit.
Yeah, I don't even think his name's. Oh wait, it is Aladdin.
It has to be Aladdin. Why would
Nah,
they not
dude, his
name
name's not Aladdin.
it? It's like
They changed somebody else's name though that I can't remember. Oh yeah, it's not Jafar in the movie. I don't know what his name is, but it's not Jafar.
the name that cannot be spoken.
Yeah, bro, it's just like, damn, it's not Jafar. It's kind of whack. And then he doesn't have Iago because what's his name's been totally shunned and blacklisted.
Oh, the parrot, right?
Yeah, the Affleck dude, fucking. I love him so much. God damn it.
Who?
The Affleck dude. What's his name?
Ben Affleck, dude.
The duck. Affleck.
There's an actor that does that. That's
Yeah,
really famous.
yeah, dude, he's a stand-up comic. You should know him, bro. God damn it, what's his
I was
fucking
gonna say,
name?
is that John Cena?
Yes, bro.
I don't know. Look up the actor that does the Affleck commercial. The comedian that does the Affleck. Jim. Black commercial actor, I guess.
There you go. That's him right there.
Oh, Gilbert Gottfried.
Gilbert Godfrey. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, that guy's great.
He's the duck.
Yeah, he's the duck. He was also the what is it? The parrot from the original.
Yeah, okay,
Aladdin.
yeah, he was. I remember that. That was iconic.
Yes, dude. His voice is the only Iago I will ever see, and they didn't have an Iago.
That's weird.
Yeah.
They say that they're gonna remake Atlantis. Remember
Really
that
into a
movie?
live action?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Disney can do whatever they want, dude.
Yeah, I feel that.
Dude, they're
But
charging people to watch their TV shows now.
No, they're gonna have their streaming service and shit, bro.
I know. I kind of want to get it, but I kind of don't.
Dude, like you get sports as well. If you buy the kids package, you get sports as well. Like you can watch NFL and baseball
I
and
don't
shit.
want to watch that. I already have ESPN Plus.
Oh, dude, ESPN Plus is such a crime. You should get rid of it.
I have to.
You should get rid of it.
Only way I could watch UFC.
Okay, so then buy the Disney thing and then leave ESPN so that you can watch UFC.
There
Because
was,
Disney's one purchase. Instead of paying ESPN and Disney, you're now just paying Disney.
that's not how that's gonna work.
It's totally gonna work like that.
That's not how that's gonna work.
It's gonna be cheaper, they
Yeah.
say.
It's okay. So it's what it is like the Disney service is not gonna have that much of a sports package. It's gonna have like a small basic one.
Really.
I think so. It has to. It's gonna be
Dude,
all mostly.
They're
focused-
offering fucking gold ribbons and shit. That's what I thought.
I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be more of like the basic stuff compared to like the stuff that you can watch on like. With the ESPN Plus, there's more to watch than just the UFC, like golf,
Who
golf,
wants to watch golf?
Thai wrestling.
Okay. Come on, hit me with another.
But there's a lot of stuff.
The
League
Little
of
League World
Legends,
Series.
League of Legends,
I don't know what that is.
the video game, the video game sensation League of Legends is on ESPN Plus now.
Oh, okay.
So that's a big thing. And there's premium content that just comes out on ESPN Plus. Like Dana White's The Contender series, which comes on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. every night on ESPN Plus. Every week.
Every week, damn. Okay.
Make sure to click on the link below. Just kidding.
Dude, with the amount of like personal like stuff you put out there for Disney tonight, you've totally advertised for them so much.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. This Mickey Mouse is in his chair like, oh, this is a stupid podcast.
Because
Oh.
you know that's the motherfucker running things now that what's his face is gone.
Dude, that's what he's doing, dude. That's what he's doing. It's all. It's Walt Disney, fucking Luke Skywalker. They're all just sitting at the round table, dude. They're all just dictating.
Walt Disney's with them too?
No, Walt Disney's dead, but they have to figure out how to reincarnate him, bring him back.
Okay.
So all of his characters and all the people that are getting brought into the club
Okay.
have to learn how to bring Walt Disney back to life.
Okay.
So then we got Mickey Mouse, we got Star Wars, we got the Marvel people now. We got sports.
Dude.
We got
okay.
famous. They're trying to get genetics from famous football and baseball players.
Oh Lord.
They're doing it all, dude.
They are.
They're trying to bring him back, and I understand he's probably like a leader or something, but
Oh leader, that fool was a fucking racist, bro. That's what that fool was.
oh man,
Did you know that he was like a prominent member of the Nazi party?
dude, he wanted to eat little Cuban kids.
Yes.
That's
dude.
what I saw on Robot Chicken.
That shit's crazy, bro.
I've seen some stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Like, there's deep theories about him eating like children and shit, dude. It's crazy.
I can't. I mean, it's just so weird to think about that. Like, somebody that created this also did something like this. But then again,
But
they
like,
are,
it's not proven. Like you were about to say, it's not proven.
Yeah.
You don't know if he's that sick.
and that's the same thing with our government and stuff. Like, do they really do those fucked up rituals, or are they really that satanic?
Bro, Bohemian Grove, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, are they
Bohemian Grove is
really
real
that
shit.
Fucked up.
Fuck yeah. Bohemian Grove is real shit. It happens.
I'm not saying it isn't real. I'm just saying.
They all visit there, and they all say that they have gone there. Is what they say. Bro,
I saw the
crazy shit
documentary, dude.
happens.
I saw the documentary.
The documentary leaves out so much, though, dude. It's so
Have you
crazy,
seen it?
bro. I haven't.
You've been to California a few times though, haven't you?
A lot, dude. My whole life.
It's in the wooded area, right up north.
Bohemian Grove. If I'm not mistaken, it's closer to San Francisco. Give me a look on that.
Look up the Bohemian Grove so
Yeah.
we can get more shit on our
Yeah, more
on our
tags.
search.
We need more tags.
Yeah. Bohemian Grove. Oh yeah, the owl thing is so fucking freaky.
Dude, they actually do that too.
The
Like they
Moloch,
all go to
yeah.
fucking burn that. That's
I
fucking
saw the
insane.
documentary. I saw it.
Get out of my face.
Did you see Alex? Did you see the Alex Jones documentary?
No.
He actually goes in there and gets actual video of the whole thing.
Dude.
So maybe you saw another. Go to the top and just look for the location.
Yeah. That's all we need.
Cause you see the map right there, but I can't see exactly where it's at.
Monterrio? Yeah, Monterrio. Bohemian Grove. Scroll out a little bit.
Give him a second.
I know. You know, he's got to catch up with it. It's
And we're
okay.
using the fucking laptop. It's harder. Remember, it's all touchscreen too, Angel, so you can pinch the screen.
Yeah, scroll up, my man. Right there.
Where did it go? Where's the Bohemian Grove?
God damn it. Okay, wait. You were about to go way too.
Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, no, it's right there.
Can
but
you
scroll
ping
out
it? Ping it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just kidding. I don't think you can ping it. Don't ping it.
Don't ping it, they'll know.
Why?
They'll know.
Why did go back and click
Stars.
on it again?
3 stars.
Well, yeah. Well, look at it. It's a rating,
3.2.
and there's the picture of the owl right on
Because
it.
people can like visit.
Yeah.
People
Okay.
can visit, but not during like when they have their meeting and shit. So a little bit closer. So it's closer to Santa Rosa, Sacramento. Okay, so it's like Northern California.
It's in the woods, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's in like a river basin bullshit. It's sketch, dog. It's super sketch.
Go to the satellite view.
And only what is it? Like
Oh my God,
head
here
people
we
in
go,
the
dude.
government. Oh my god.
I'm so scared.
Only head people in the government, like prominent actors and like influencers and like crazy people like that just have like too much money and have sick tastes.
So is it just people that have sick taste, or is it people that actually influence the world?
Well, it would probably be a mix of things because, like, yes, you would probably have your major influencers in the world. You would probably have your major influencers in the world there, but you would also have people who are like small fish compared to them.
Okay, that kind of are like.
Yeah, they're like bad, but they're not like, like
So
they
it's
partake in the children eating while the others just like go for the fornication. And,
So
like,
yeah,
killing
so it's
and
like a
whatever.
sickle summer camp, but yet there's levels
2
of
weeks.
the summer camp.
Yeah, there's like certain parts of the camp where like
They're like, all right, guys, you
higher
guys are
class
going.
members. Yeah.
You guys are going this way. You're going this way. You guys go do your orgies. We're gonna talk about nuclear secrets and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna trade some crazy shit because like world leaders go there, dude. It's crazy. Bro.
But yeah, there it is, dude.
Scroll around, please. I don't care which direction. There we go. That'll work. Yeah. See, let's follow this road because this road goes somewhere. Look at this, bro.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's all hidden. All this shit gets hidden right here, and then scroll up. There you go. There you go. Dense forest, can't be seen. Yeah, dude. They do some wild shit. For 2 weeks, like you're telling
Oh
me.
my god.
Like you're telling me people go there just to have sex and like and partake in major orgies and like sexual fantasy bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
and like
no.
drunken debauchery.
Yeah,
and
it's
shit
like,
like
no,
that.
they do not go there just to drink alcohol and have sex. Like, no. For 2 weeks and all of these powerful people there, no. Powerful people have sick tastes.
That's crazy.
I don't know exactly what, because we can't say, because, I don't have the taste they do, obviously.
But see, that's the cool thing about the imagination.
Yes, dude.
Is
Or we
like-
can imagine what they want to do.
But if I was them,
Would you drink baby blood and like what are some of the other stupid rumors? Adrenochrome.
no, I wouldn't do that.
Really, bro? Like if it was a real thing, which I don't think it is. I think it's just like stupid Satanist bullshit.
Wait, the adrenal gland?
No, like the actual adrenal gland, yeah, but adrenochrome. Have you ever heard what that is?
No.
Look it up. It's a stupid drug from Fear and Loathing. They say that it's compressed.
Yeah, it's that little
like an adrenal
drop or
gland,
whatever. Yeah.
and like it's the liquid, and that just gets you high.
Isn't it that you can only get it like right at death, and you have
Yeah.
to take it from?
You have to scare somebody and then kill them, and then they drink their blood because the blood is like has adrenaline in it, and it like adds life to them. There's all kinds of crazy bullshit about Bohemian Grove. Now look that up. If you're gonna fucking advertise anything, that's what you should advertise. Look up Bohemian Grove. Educate yourselves.
With Disney and Bohemian Grove. I don't know if they partner up together.
The connections, man, connections.
But yeah, I see that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, the adrenal glands, small glands. Yeah, the adrenal gland is what that is. But adrenochrome is the stupid fake drug. What I think is fake, but some people say it's real. Like I said, Satanist bullshit. They think it's real, and like on the internet, they think that like people in the government do adrenochrome because it's the most powerful drug you can get, better than heroin or any of that shit. Probably clan, just like straight. Yeah, there you go.
No.
Then look up Fear and Loathing right after it, and it should come up.
That movie was so crazy too.
Dude, it was a great movie. Like, it did nothing, but it was a great movie.
Adrenochrome, right?
Adrenochrome. There you go.
Adrenochrome. They have it for an Urban Dictionary. Go to the top again. Is a chemical compound with the molecule what formula?
CHNO.
What does it produce?
Produced by oxidation of adrenaline.
Yeah, I think I remember. If I remember correctly, right? They got it from
Yeah.
that method that you have
Yes.
to cut off someone's head.
Yeah, you have to cut off their head and go into their head and pull out the adrenal gland and shit.
That's weird.
Yeah. But, like, dude, they say that they do crazy stuff.
But then again, there's certain drugs that I don't know if you've tried, but I haven't tried that just are crazy in itself too.
I agree.
Like DMT and shit like that.
DMT's insane. It's only, like, a small thing, but, dude, it's crazy.
Who did in that perspective? It's only, but you can take the trip and make
Oh,
it.
it feels forever, but the trip itself is like a small amount of time
Yeah.
compared to what it like actually, what you would think it is. You know,
That's so crazy.
like you think you're gone for like 8-12 hours, and you're like, dude, it's been like 15 minutes. It's been like 3 minutes, and you're just like, what?
That'd be sick.
It's crazy.
That's mind blowing. So
Sketchy people's vans are great. Always get inside of them, kids, because they always have drugs.
it's hard to determine the right ones.
Free drugs are free drugs, man. Drugs are expensive.
I don't want to do heroin, thank you.
I feel that way. I mean, if you're just gonna be willy-nilly on doing drugs, maybe you should know what they look like. That's your fault for not knowing. So
But then
you should learn that lesson.
But then again, though, like if I'm trying to be introduced to new drugs, then
Okay.
how do I do it without being the hey, let's go into a sketchy band to get introduced to new
You-
drugs?
You talk with somebody who can get you sketchy drugs a less sketchy way, and then you try it with the person that you trust. You're just like, yeah, dude, let's do ketamine, or let's do Molly, let's do whatever it is.
I thought the acid trip was.
Acid's fun.
Acid's crazy.
Never done it, but you know, acid's fun.
It's crazy. I did it. It blew my mind.
It's crazy, dude. I feel that.
Blows my mind. The floor had little ants on it. See the pattern right now? There's ants everywhere.
Really?
It was sick!
I thought I could stretch out my legs from a second floor balcony to touch the sprinklers and get my feet wet. I was like, oh, I'm just trying to stretch my legs.
See, and you probably were.
Yeah, dude, I
Matter.
thought they were.
Matter, bro.
Dude, you can't move
Matter.
matter. No callbacks here, bud. You
How
can't-
can you not do that stuff? I feel
To change matter.
yes.
To change matter. Okay,
I feel like
give
you
it to
can't
me.
do it.
how?
I don't know yet. How is that not discovered by like small doses of psychedelics? So,
Okay, so then what do you mean by changing matter? Like changing this tube to a square?
yeah.
Like,
Anything.
Just changing the matter itself. Like
Yeah, to
changing
fill
it into a new object?
into it, whatever the
Amount
matter-
of matter is. Because
Yeah.
you can't add matter and you can't take away matter.
technically not. So whatever, like if you were to like lift this up and then all of a sudden this is just a fantasy or a stupid like simulation thing, but you lift it up and the technology that we have, we're connected to our phones, right?
Okay.
So we lift it up, and it shows hundreds of other things that have the same matter space of this. They're like,
Okay.
you can turn this into any number of these things you want to do. So then you're just like, okay, and then it turns into that.
So it's a microwave to change things.
Not more like a microwave, but once we figure out how to do it with our minds, then our phones are the axis of knowing how much we can do it to.
Okay.
So we learn how to do it with our mind, but then our phone gives us, or technology gives us the capability to know how much we can do it by. So I'm pretty sure we know how much this mass is and how much of, like, I guess you can say how much of, like, the elements are inside of it.
Okay.
To a certain degree, we could actually measure that to say comparable to something else that's metal.
The percentage of itself compared to something else.
They're like, oh, this isn't
compared to this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're, again, what I'm saying is, like, you can do that. I'm not saying you can do that.
Okay.
That's a possibility.
But if you could do that, then again, bro, you would have to make it to where you could do that cheaply. Otherwise, only certain people are going to own that and other people aren't.
Everybody can do that. That's where I got to the whole point. If everybody can do it, then why would everybody determine what they need and what they don't need if everybody can do it?
Because everybody would think that they need more. That's how people are. Yes. If people have enough, they still think they need more.
Well, then they can make more in the privacy of their own home.
It's not how other people think, man.
You're not like, hey, I have to go out and go make this other thing right in front of this other guy, just so he knows that I need this. I'm making this. Hey, dude, I need a. I don't know. I can't think of it. I want to say a gun, but gun doesn't. The gun doesn't work because then that's
I need 100 different books.
Yeah, there you go. I have to show people that I need 100 different books. I have to do that in front of people.
And just be like 1 book, 2 book, and like try to get people to give you books.
Or just have an audience to watch me do it. Like, I don't get where this whole. There's a negative side to having you being able to.
Well, there's always going to be a negative side, is what I'm saying, and that would be that only certain people could afford that.
It's for everybody.
Dude, if everybody could do it, then we'd all be equal, and there'd still be something to separate us.
Hallelujah! Jesus, we're
But
trying.
there'd still be something to separate us.
Like what?
I don't know, bro. Fucking
Maybe
what
hair
ifs?
color. Maybe
What ifs?
Is that okay if we still have our same, like, exterior, but we still all internally are exactly the same? Technically, we all kind of are the same internally.
That's what happened in Rwanda, bro. They did it off of like nose size and like height and shit. That's how they kill people. They were different classes of people just based off their nose size and shit because of Europeanism.
But that's what I'm saying is, like, if they can actually change matter, why would they
Could
care
you not
about
change
that?
the living matter though?
Why would they care about what somebody's appearance is if their actual social need is already filled and met?
Because you have to make a pact. That's animals, dude. That's every single animal. You have to make a pact. Otherwise, you're by yourself. You have to make a pact. And anybody who's not in your pact, you don't accept fully. You reject because they're not you. They're not your people. They're not what you know. They're something different. Because they do something different, they're different.
But okay, so how are they different if?
I don't know, bro.
So,
What
okay.
if my aunt had balls? She'd be my uncle, bro. I can't tell you the what ifs. I can tell you that they'd be separated. There would be something to make these people separate from one another. Maybe certain people are better at it than others, or smarter than the others, so they can create bigger matter. So, like, a dude can create 100 tanks when one dude can only create, like,
You're already putting limitations where there shouldn't
bigger
be.
jars.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like you're already putting this, like, this stopping point where, like, certain people can do stuff where other people can't.
But there's going to be a cap. You can't all have this. Good and bad, but good and bad. There has to be a balance.
If everyone's at God level, eventually everyone will achieve God enlightenment.
I don't think so, dude.
Jesus!
So,
Jesus is Lord!
Black Jesus or Korean Jesus.
Korean Jesus, Black Jesus, Taiwanese Jesus.
Taiwanese, I don't accept that, man.
Whoa,
He's not real.
wow.
Real talk, bro. Real talk.
With that being said, dude, I think we can call it.
That's fine.
Dude, it was fun.
Thank you for having me.
We can, hopefully you find Taiwanese Jesus someday.
Jesus, I'll be looking for him. But
Because
dude, the only time I found him was in an alley in start.
Oh man, that's for another podcast.
Yes, that's for the next one, for the fourth one.
Dude, that was sick. We're out. Thank you everybody for joining. Shout out. Thanks. Thank you, Angel.
Yeah, dude, major help today.
Yeah,
Major
totally
help.
going crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking make sure to check out previous podcasts. We'll be back. I am still working on the video for Ask an Essay. That should be coming out soon, so be ready for that. And yeah, I'm gonna play us out. Let's do this. Bum, bum, da, 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 da. Bum, da, da, da. Bum,